Oh. Oh!
Got you.
Come on. Oh! Triple, baby. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh my quadra. Quadra. Stra. Do it. Hurry up. Hurry the fuck up. Oh! Pentacure! Oh! Overcure! I'm a god at this game. I'm the best there ever was. Ow. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back. J2 here today. Today we're going to be talking about Valorant's new Deathmatch mode that came out with Act 2 of the game just a few days ago. My sort of initial thoughts on it, what they could improve, because there's quite a lot. And just, yeah, general first thoughts with playing the game mode tonight. And yeah, let's get right into it. So Deathmatch, if you don't know, is a mode, sort of just a free-for-all in Valorant, where each person spawns in, can buy any gun they want. Everyone has 150 health, and when you kill players, they drop a health pack that will reload your gun as well as re-heal you. And there is a UAV that pulses every 5 seconds on the minimap to show where players are, to keep everyone moving around. Same with the health packs, or to keep you moving so you're not sitting around. And at first, these all sound like good ideas, but once you play it, you know, if anyone had playtested it, they would realize it's not so much a good idea. And of course, it is hard to make a free-for-all in a game like this, or really any game. Even COD has been doing it for over a decade, and they still do it very poorly. It is hard to make a game that has good spawns in a free-for-all format like this. There is things you can do, like spawn protection, you know, invisibility like in CSGO before you spawn in. You know, they can see you but they can't shoot you, kind of thing. And this game does do that, but it also gives you some of the worst spawns that I've seen in really any game, and they go both ways. So you'll get one spawn where you're in between 3 people crossfiring you, and then you'll get a spawn where you're alone in the corner of the map and it takes like 18 seconds to find somebody, and at that point you lose because you can't get any kills while everyone else is racking up kills. And there's arguments to be made that this is just for warming up as well, because that is the reason it was added, and the reason everyone wanted Deathmatch was a good aim lobby to warm up. That's why there's no abilities or anything like that. And so, does it really accomplish a good warm-up? And in my opinion, no. It does, you know, eventually it will help your aim, but really the way the game mode is designed, you might as well be playing against actual hackers, and you yourself also hacking, because every kill that you ever get in this game mode is going to be pre-firing a corner at head height, and that is it. It may just be because I am like Plat 1 and I'm in these sort of mid to high tier skill level lobbies where people have, you know, decently good aim, but because of this UAV pulse, every death you take will seem like the guy's just wall hacking you. Of course he's not. He sees you on the minimap, he hears your huge footsteps, and he just pre-shoots the corner just like you do to him, and sometimes you die, sometimes they die. And that's literally the game mode. You might as well just have a square that everyone walks around and just pre-fires the corner of it, and just, you know, whoever hits the nicest pre-fire wins. It's almost pointless to even call this a deathmatch. You might as well just play in like a door frame warehouse, like the fucking place from Monsters Inc., where there's just doors everywhere and everyone just can sort of shoulder peek and headshot each other in the door frames. Because that's all you're going to get out of this game mode. It is very poorly thought out, and of course there's an argument to be made that everyone would be camping, so they added the UAV. They were playtesting it, everyone just aimed at door frames like they do in the normal game modes, and they were all too campy, so they added the UAV. And now the UAV means that all anyone does, and rightly so, because why wouldn't you, is stare at the corner of your screen looking at the minimap. I think I have an actual crick in my neck from looking at my minimap more than my game. I think I'm starting to become a cartographer more than I am getting better aim. That is literally all you do. You just stare at the corner of your fucking monitor and wait for a little red flash so that you can just sit there and shoot the corner. It doesn't stop people from camping, it almost makes it worse, because everyone can tell exactly where everyone is coming from. What this should be is, if you sit still for more than 3 seconds, just give them a permanent dot on the radar, or especially, on top of that, if you have an op equipped, just a permanent dot on the radar. I think both of those would be fine. Really, one would kind of co-seed the other, because if you're opping, you're probably standing still. But just, if they stand still, put a dot there. A perfect dot, not like the sort of general one we have, instead of everyone being on UAV, just the campers. It's easy to implement. I've played quite a few of these to get background footage. I managed to get first place like once, and then other than that, it's just a lot of getting shit on. Skill-based matchmaking aside, my aim is not that fucking good, and a lot of my shots I would never get if it wasn't for the UAV and the footsteps. And I do think that in Deathmatch, they could also cut the footsteps. I think that would be a decent change, because like, how is your aim improving by just hearing someone slomping over towards you like a fucking mammoth, and then you just pre-fire the corner and shoot him in the head? How does that help your aim or your reaction time or anything like that? It's a little bit pointless. And I do honestly think they could just turn the footstep volume off in Deathmatch, deal out with the UAV, get rid of it, maybe do mark oppers on there, because it does start to get a little old when there's op lobbies. For players who've come from CSGO, you'll know exactly what I mean. It is nice to warm up with an op in Deathmatch, but it's not nice when you're the one getting op. So really the only way to fix that is to sort of give the oppers a slight disadvantage or something like that, because the lobbies tend to be overran. On top of that, with CSGO, as a comparison, you know, I'm comparing it to CSGO because that is obviously the closest comparison I can make. The Deathmatch in that mode, you actually see some gun variation. Most of the time it is just AK M4 op, but you can actually run around with random weapons on, or SMGs, or shotguns, and still generally have a decent time in Deathmatch. Whereas in this, if you don't have an AK out, you are just completely screwed. Also, I just want to say while this screen is up, one of my biggest gripes with this mode is the fact that the way it works is you queue in and you're randomly given an agent. Now there's 10 people in a lobby, and for some reason, if you look at this, this is what every lobby is like. 3 Sages, 3 Jets, 3 Sovas, and a Raze. It makes no sense, and it's so poorly designed. I cannot even fathom how this made it to the actual game without being changed. There are 12 characters in the game, and there's 10 in the lobby. Now, it only picks from ones you have unlocked, which I think that could just be done away with. What's the point? It's not like I'm doing anything different. There's no abilities. But even with that in mind, I know for a fact that these people have more than these, because you unlock like 8 by default, or like at least 6, I don't really know. But you should not have duplicates in a lobby ever. There's enough people playing, and there's no sense in having duplicates, because I will have 3 Sovas, one of them's opping, 2 of them have AKs, and you know, I'll shoot one and he'll kill me with his op, and then I'll go to the next one and I'll treat him like he has an op, but he has an AK, and then he domes me there. Or I'll shoot one and then he'll spawn right next to me and I'll think it's the same guy, it'll be the other one. And in this lobby, for example, if you're the Raze, you have a massive disadvantage. Everyone knows, oh, the Raze is using this gun, and if I see the Raze and I just shot her earlier or whatever, she's still this much health. Whereas there's 3 Sages, and you could see any Sage at any time, and they could have any gun because there's 3 Sages. It makes no sense. There's 12 characters in the game. There's 10 slots in Deathmatch. Whose brain dead idea was it to have duplicate characters? It makes no sense. I don't understand. Why would there be 3 Sages on my screen at any time ever? You thought Jet was bad, now there's 3 of them. On top of that, this is definitely a masterclass in showing off the poor hit registration and servers that we've been starting to build up with this season. They've been slowly deteriorating. When the game came out, it was probably the best hit reg I'd ever seen in a game. And now we're starting to deteriorate down to like Rainbow Six Call of Duty levels, where I can physically see the bullet hit them in the head, the blood come off their head, and they just don't die. And Deathmatch is a great place for that, because you shoot so many people in the head so consistently, and you can just watch some of them not die. Now, it's not all downsides. I really do like the UI. I really like the design of it. I do think that the kill limit is a mistake. I also think that the timer being so short is also a mistake, and the XP is also a mistake. Now, we all know that the battle pass on this game is absolutely abhorrently long to level up. It takes actual months of daily play for multiple hours. You have to play this game like a part-time job. You have to play every single day, do all your dailies, do all your weeklies, and never really miss a multiple hour day of playing, otherwise you will not finish the battle pass. And now, thanks to Deathmatch, everyone's thinking, hey, a mode that's actually fun to play and I don't have to like sweat, I can just get on and play for fun, do my stuff and get off. No, you can't do any challenges in Deathmatch. Now, I would see where this is coming from if it was dailies only. Maybe they want people to do sort of different modes instead of just Deathmatch every day. But at least when you get a weekly that's like, get this many kills or do this much damage, why should I not be able to do that in Deathmatch? I'm still playing your fucking game, I'm still shooting and killing. Like, let us do challenges in Deathmatch. It makes no sense. On top of that, these games, on average out to be almost the same as Spikes. I can finish some Spike games in 4 minutes, some take 8 minutes. These almost always take 6 minutes. So you're looking at right in the middle. and you get 500 XP as a flat rate. That is all. You don't get any extra for any amount of kills or whatever you do. You just get your flat rate of XP, which is half of a Spike game. Now, you know me and I don't really enjoy Spike, but I'm much rather, if I'm trying to unlock characters like the new one or level up my pass, I'm much more likely to play Spike Rush, where I can A, do all my dailies and weeklies and get bonus XP there, and get double the XP in sometimes less time. On average, I'd say they probably both average out to be about the same time. If I played like 10 spikes and 10 death matches, it would probably be pretty close.
Now for Pentakill. Oh shit.
So why is it that I get 500 XP flat in deathmatch and 1000 in spike? It makes no sense. At least to incentivize actual good play, you know, 500 XP or an extra 500 for a win if you're in the top 3, or an extra 1000. You can make it 1000 for first, 500 for second, you know, something like that, 250 for third, whatever you want to do. Or, you know, the way that Unrated works, where they give you XP for rounds 1 because that is the objective. In deathmatch, give us XP per kill, even if it's 50 XP per kill. That is my objective. That is the game mode itself, is get kills, and you know, that's what I'm doing. So why am I not being rewarded for getting kills? I could legitimately just queue these up and stare at a corner. I would get 500 XP, and the guy going 30 and 5 would also get 500 XP. It's a bit of a joke. So yeah, I was really looking forward to Deathmatch. Overall, I'm happy it's in the game, but it does not really serve its purpose of a good warm-up. It's more good for studying the map if you're interested in that, because you'll spend most of your time staring at it and getting one-tap around corners and feeling like everyone around you is cheating or just the most insane aimers in the world, which of course they're not, because anyone can shoot someone when they know they're coming due to footsteps and the map. A lot of this stuff needs to be worked on, and I honestly think a lot of my ideas and suggestions are good. I do mean this all as constructive criticism. I think they're doing a good job with the game. I do enjoy the mode. I'm glad it's here. I just think it could use a lot of tweaks, and that it maybe was not quite ready like most of the stuff they've added to this game, and they could have thought it out a bit more or play tested it with players and see what they think, because there's no way that a player, you know, even an average player, or if they ask pro players to try it, would enjoy the map the way it is. It definitely needs to change. And that is about it. If you haven't tried it, give it a try and let me know what you think about it down below. If you have any of your own opinions about the deathmatch mode, let me know down below. It would also be nice to just see quality of life stuff like random weapons like in CS, so that you can try a bunch of different guns, you know, spawn in each time with a different gun, so I can just practice with a lot of different things. It would be nice to have comms available, like you're not able to talk to anybody. It is a video game after all. It is for fun. So let us do some of those things, like talk to each other, etc. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think down below if you want to see more Valorant. I do stream sometimes over on Twitch, but I mostly post here, so if you want to see more stuff from me, be sure to subscribe, check out my other videos. I've got a lot of good stuff lately. I feel like I've been doing pretty good lately. And if you enjoyed, leave me a like. A sub really helps. We're cruising in on halfway to 4K now from 3K, so that's pretty solid. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.